What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, good people? You know what time it is. It is the Partyline post-game show. The Falcons win 34-27. Hey, before you go ahead and tap in, hit that like and subscribe button for us. We got you covered. It's the BirdCage. Let's get to it.
Okay, y'all, this is it.
What's going on, good people? Time to tap in. No crying, no complaining, no tissues needed to be had unless you're crying tears of joy. Because man, that right there was something that was something the doctor ordered in this position. Man, the Falcons come back, come back this week, win this ball game, and they do it in convincing fashion, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of the things that we've been looking for when we talk about consistency, and we're seeing what the offense can actually look like at this point. Want to welcome everybody that's tuning in on X, Facebook, YouTube, and other streaming platforms that you're getting the BirdCage LLC's Partyline edition on. Before we start letting some folks in, I'm going to go ahead and just start this thing and say, listen, this is how you respond. This is how you bounce back. This is why I was saying it's too many games left in this season to jump off and panic. You can't do that. It's too early. You have to jump, stay consistent with the team. Yes, you can criticize them. Yes, you can say what things went wrong. But at the end of the day, there's no need to turn coat. I know some fans that I rock with. They cool with me or whatnot. But you know, hell, I'll put it out there. It's an Alabama fan I'm cool with. He talked a little trash to me yesterday, but I got to pull your card. You said that was my team. Yet last time we were in the Twitter space, and you actually said, no, Ryan, that's your team, whatever they do. So guess what? I don't want to hear nothing about you jumping on that bandwagon. You either going to ride or you're not. So I ain't going to put your name out there, but you know who you are. Don't think I don't keep receipts. But anywho, we got to get this thing started. Falcons win 34-27. Way to come back, fellas. Way to do the damn thing today. Hey, we got Pink Slip Will in here, man. First time we can say you coming in here. No crying and no complaints today. What's up?
No, sir, man. We did good. We did good on offense. Glad to see our offense scoring 30 today. They shocked me. We did good on defense, even though we gave some opportunities to our opponents. But overall, we did good. So now some things we need to clean up heading to our bye week to get healthy, and specials. Punt return coverage got to be better on special teams. That's all I need to prove. For October come.
Here's my thing, man. You got to really just look at it from a standpoint of getting you have to get it how you live, as they would say. In this situation, you had to do what you had to do today. You could not afford to go and only have one win on the season this early in the season. Correct. You have to be in a situation to where you're at least at 500 and you battle, because the next couple of games are going to be tough. You've got division games, you got Buffalo, you got
49ers,
and you got the 49ers. So the next two games are going to be tough. We're going to see what it is. We're at 500. It's what happens. This is what
Yeah.
happens when you run the ball and have a good balance. This is what happens when you have balance in the passing game, understanding how to spread it around. Now, I still think we need to get out of the pistol a little bit more. I
I
mean, we
agree.
did well in it, but I think we were in it too much because once Washington did settle in, they did start to slow things down. They didn't stop it, but they slowed it down. So we have to get better looks. But the one thing that I got to give Zach Robinson credit for today was he put the ball downfield. He put the ball downfield. And you got to let a guy like Penix get comfortable with throwing downfield because there are going to be games where he has to throw. He has to throw that ball downfield.
Yeah.
And he did that today. He did it today.
Yeah, no,
And
Drake London did this thing today. Salute to Drake. Drake had like 120 yards a day. He went off.
yeah, Drake pretty much went. Drake had 110 yards, 8 receptions, 1 touchdown. Bijan had 75 yards rushing with one touchdown on 17 carries. And then you have to put in, as I said before, you use Tyler Algier today like you should have. This was one of these things that you sit back and you say, hey, Algier had a hell of a game today. He adjusted. He was able to run through tackles. He was able to move the chains. He scored a touchdown today and was not denied on that. And you have to give him that because, again, the determination that this man had was uncanny in how you feed him the ball. And as I said before, you got to take carries off of Bijan Robinson's leg.
So you do, because we need like substitutes a lot because we need him to on the scratch because we have, like you say, we have a crunch schedule next month in October, and when you're in mid-season form, you want to play your best and have your healthy players available, and you have to have them getting limited snaps, 25 or close to 20 snaps. So overall, I'm happy with Tyler Algier performance. Defense, AJ Terrell, we need you against Buffalo. So get rest real soon. You had your 2 weeks. Happy birthday. You know, you turned 29. So, you know, salute to him. But overall, man, we just got to stay healthy and stay consistent. You know, like I said, the sky's the limit for this team. So you got to keep improving.
I want to hear what you got to say about D. Alford because
Oh
you're
yeah,
one of the
Diop.
ones,
I
you
ain't
one
playing
of the ones
how
that's
much I
hard on him.
crucified Diop for so much. He did his thing today, even though he gave up some explosive plays. But you know, it is what it is. You know, this is the NFL, so everybody get paid. So it's a National Football League. But overall, he owed his own. And I felt like future reference, if somebody else get hurt, God forbid, knock on wood, if Billy Bowman get hurt, you can use Diop in nickel situations and stuff like that. But overall, I feel like Diop should deserve more snaps. And future reference if they do that. But who knows? Who knows?
Mm-hmm. And when you sit back and you look at what this is, now we get to hear, you know, now we get to hear what's going to be said now because the narrative is getting ready to change again.
Yeah,
It's going to change again. What
yeah.
made this bad was the Patriots put up over 40 on
Carolina
the Panthers
Panthers.
today.
Yep.
That was horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible. And
Yeah.
then when you go from that to Philly beat the brakes
Tampa.
of Tampa. They're
But
still in the fourth
but
quarter.
yeah,
They're
yeah,
still in the
Tampa
fourth
coming
quarter
back.
and
Yeah,
fight.
Tampa ain't giving up, and that's what our mindset for this team. We have to look at every opponent serious. We can't take them as a cupcake walk. We have to have a mentality, be preparation, and that's go from coaching. We have to have preparation, to have an identity, how we want to execute.
But here's the thing: Philly is playing on all cylinders today, and you
Hmm.
have to give them credit because they're beating our rival today. They're
Yeah,
beating them. But
yeah, we
Philly
need to.
has to
We
finish. They
need.
have to finish that game
Yeah, we need
because
Tampa to lose.
Baker Mayfield right now is hot as a firecracker. And
Yeah,
like
he
I said,
cooking. Yeah, he cooking.
you
And I
you
and
got to give them all the credit in the world because they're battling. But I
oh
need
yeah,
them to lose this battle.
yeah, me
That's
too.
what I need.
Me too. And I would be at that Tampa game in Tampa because you know I'm not like 4 hours, 5 hours away. We need to get our rematch. Anybody, Carolina, when we play our division game close to November,
Mhm.
win out. You got to win out. You got to treat every game as a playoff game. So
Now
that's the
here's
message for the team.
So we're gonna get back to the Falcons, folks, because I know we want to celebrate this win, but I got to keep you guys posted if you're not watching it or if you can't see it. I got to make sure that I let you guys know that there's a minute and 56 seconds left in the ball game, and Tampa is driving right now, and they're in Philadelphia. They're in Philadelphia territory with 3 timeouts. So they need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion at this point to tie the ball game. So again, this right here is just it's a battle back and forth. It is a battle back and forth. So
and then
we
people
already
see
know what that is, but we just got to get better with that. But if you would like to come into the chat, we got pretty much not just the chat, but if you'd like to come into the show, we got the link there. Definitely want you to come in, chop it up with us on the party line. Will, so what else did you enjoy about today's game?
I enjoyed the day. Just urgency for all players. Like from defense side of the ball, our veteran stepping up. You had Kate Ellis make some critical tackles on Marcus Mariota, and communication with the front seven. And I'm very proud of Billy Bowman and Xavier Watson. We not giving this dry class credit because they holding on. And Xavier Watson had got him a critical interception, stopping the takeaway from Marcus Mariota. Overall, I'm proud of the defense how we came in. We came with a game plan, stop the explosive plays, and the offense. We scored more than one time. We used everybody. Drake London, Darnell Mooney. Even though he had a hamstring injury. Overall, I'm just grateful that the team came with and execute, and they looked themselves in the mirror and knew that wasn't the identity the Falcons wanted to play with. So moving forward, the sky's the limit. Stay healthy and execute and game plan every week. Improve 1% better every week. One band, one sound.
And here's the thing, man. Bijan got a touchdown. Drake got a touchdown. Pitts got a touchdown. The thing I hate that the Atlanta Falcons did not do was add Tyler Algier into that artwork. Tyler scored today too. You got
Yeah. But he
you
got
can't leave him out of that. I know he's not the first round pick, but damn it, you got to put him on there. It's just what it is.
And this is the last shit. And I don't want him getting traded around mid season because when we in October, this the crunch time for us to win multiple games, get over that 500. So we gotta have a clinch a wild card spot or anything like that. Because like I said, October this is your best full effort to win all your games, even though it's gonna be tough opponents, but you got to win. I don't care if we win by 3 or 2. Win is a win. I take anything.
Now, here's the one thing that we can say about this defense. They started to figure out how to get pressure in the second half. We struggled in the first half with getting it, but they finally were able to start getting pressure in the second half. And when you sit back and you think about it, oh no, I mentioned Tyler Algier. I actually just said that. I said he should have been put on there. But all I can say is this. This is how you bounce back defensively from giving up the draws the way that you did before.
Yeah.
My thing is, I know everybody gonna be on the offensive kick, and you know what? It's cool. Y'all celebrate it. What's going on, Ms. B? Y'all celebrate it, but here is the most important thing. Remember, Penix is a young quarterback. He's gonna make mistakes. He's gonna do what he does.
Oh yeah.
The defense has to get him the ball
more
for him to be able to grow. So
I agree with you. And I want to say too, in the second half, we got to start and learn how to close out a little bit more better, containing quarterbacks. I know we kind of struggle with that early this season, but I want us in this our bye week to regroup and get in the meeting rooms. Even though they only bye week next week, we have to key on opponents because we got Josh Allen, and we cannot have him scramble around on the field all game and holding our ball long. So we got to hit home.
So here's the most dangerous thing now. Now that you got a bye week, you got a chance to get these guys healthy. It's early. I mean, it sucks to have a bye week this early because I would prefer to have it later in the season when we really, really get a little banged up. But I look at it like this. You have a chance to regroup. You have a chance to plan for Buffalo because that's going to be a primetime game on television.
Yep.
And Tampa Bay just lost.
Thank God.
Tampa just lost.
We need another loss too because they play Seattle at home. So Seattle might be that we might need that win to pull off because Seattle's a wild card team too.
But here's the problem. We are 0-2 in the division, and we got to change that.
Yeah,
we have to change that now.
I agree with you.
Now that other teams are helping us out at this point, you just have to
win your division games.
Mm-hmm.
You got to win. I don't care. It was Tampa, Carolina. We lost both of them. We got split with them, and we got to sweep the Saints. It's a must. We have to sweep the Saints this year. I don't care what they going. I know they taking for a quarterback, but we can't show them no empathy. So we have to put points on the board and keep the defense off the field. I mean, keep the offense off the side of the ball. Basically, what I'm trying to say.
Now, here's the other thing that I got to look at for this team. Defensively, they were able to swarm the ball. They caused turnovers today. And this thing I could say is we definitely have figured out how to be a complementary defense. I still think it's aggressive. It's still a lot of things that we got to work on. Couple of missed tackles that we should have made. Washington is a good football team. You can't take it away from them. They're a good football team.
They'll play our team too.
And Debo, and the thing is, and I said this week, everybody was like, oh, Debo's old. He's this. This is what you got to realize. Debo Samuel is still a weapon. He just wanted to get out of Frisco. That's what that was. He didn't want to be there no more.
It's like they won't feature him in the games plans no more. So he feel like I go to a team who utilize me, who put me in the running separation. They could put me in the slot. They could put me in all different formations. People gotta understand Debo played running back when he was in high school and when he was in college. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I like about what you saying about Debo. Debo still is a threat. He's really ain't no joke.
But and his thing, Debo was an athlete at South Carolina, but you're absolutely right. He was an athlete in high school too. But Shanahan pretty much put him in a position where he could start playing running back because they went down with their backs at that time. So when you look at it, I see it as he's still a viable threat. Now, if you pay attention to it, we were able to put him in a position. He's still a viable threat. Now, you might want to turn that down, Gray Beard. Thank you. So, looking at how this game played out, how do you feel this ball game went, Graybeard?
I mean, it went well. I mean, the offense looked crisp, man. It looked balanced. What we wanted. We wanted a balanced offense. Zach Robinson, I think, coming down to the field helped. So he can survey the field a lot better than he with the quarterback. He could use binoculars up there in the box. So that helped out directly. And then once he got off the field, he can go to him directly on the sideline. You know, go over what he need, what he saw, and go for. They can get on that. They get that report, get on the game page. So yeah, that helped out. Defense balled out, man. We got a turnover. We got contact, man. We got pressure. We missed some containment issue because we already know Marietta can run. But overall, man, I think they did the job. Special team still need some work, man. Our coverage was not there. It was lacking.
Horrible, Great Bear. We need to work on that.
Yeah, to say the least. But overall, man, this was a good win to go into the bye. A good win. We needed to win. We just need.
I wouldn't even say it's hard. I wouldn't even say it's horrible.
No,
I feel as if it's just a few things. No, I'm not gonna say horrible, but for you to have your starting corner to go down, and you got a guy that has been known for giving up the booty. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things. It's just the honest to God truth. You got to give Alford his credit. Mike Hughes gave up a big one in that corner as well.
Yeah. He should have turned his head around because they knew they were gonna go to Debo. He should have turned his head around. He just didn't want. He gave up on that play.
It was a favor.
Just about giving him praise today, and then that happened. I'm like, damn, Mike Hughes was playing good today.
What up, Clay? What's that?
Well, I take the W, but I'm not satisfied with some things. But I take the W.
No,
let's go into the bye.
At this point, there's no need for us to sit there and argue, get mad at this whole thing.
Right.
And look, last week everybody was pissed off because we ended up losing the game that we did and got shut out by a team that we should have beat. Because New England made it look easy today.
Yes,
44 Carolina today.
42-6. B2A.
You can say it. You good with that? You can say that all day.
BTA all day.
But I ain't wrong. We played them too. We played them too. We on the road. We played them around November, so we can't take them lightly. We got to be playing all cylinders, all three phases.
But here's the thing: you're also going to be, depending on when we play them, you're going to be outside.
Week 9.
And the weather's going to be a little bit chillier than what they're used to. So that's something else that you got to play into effect. And then, God forbid, we got to go down to the kicking game if it's a tight game. So I'm not saying. Here's my thing. Parker Romo kicked his field goal today. He got lucky that kick didn't get blocked at the end.
Oh yeah, I seen that in the half. Yeah,
You talking about the extra point?
Yeah, it almost got blocked.
It almost got blocked. That when I think we were going to a
It did.
halftime to kick the field goal. Yeah,
They said they partially got a hand on it, but it still went
still
through.
went in, still like tip of the defender finger. It still went through the defender
So the
finger.
ball just bounced our way. That's all it did today. Sometimes the ball, like they say, the ball don't lie. Ball does not lie. And for those who are dog fans, I got to put it out there, and that are Falcon fans, we went 1-1 this weekend. So I'll take that because it could have been where we went 0-2 this weekend.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, Zach Robinson, his play call was better, but it's still the same routine.
I just felt like when we were on third down, he got to switch it up though. In third down situations, he has to switch it. You can't be in the pistol formation, and then teams already loading the box, so you should be already having a game plan. I'm gonna have back toss it to Tyler Jill, or I'm gonna have to at least do me a slant route or something, because you have to switch it up on third ones and downs. We got to be more better on third down situation and executing overall.
Here's my thing. Third and short, we don't need to be in pistol because you got already like 5 yards in the backfield. We need to be on the pinner.
So now we got a newcomer. Hold up real quick, fellas, because we're going to let y'all cook. And I got my guys in the back. I'm going to bring y'all up. But it's always proper when we get a first timer to come through here. We got a newcomer. We got Ill Will in the building. This is for you, my man.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing today?
Ill Will, what's going on with
you? Got it. That's for my first timers. And then we also got the Cricket Deacon John in the building. And we're also looking for welcome back, John. And we're also looking for my man Ron. He stepped out, but we need him to come back in here. But he'll come back in a sec. But what's going on, Ill Will? You're new to the floor. Everybody else that's been in here before know the routine. Your time to shine. What did you like? What did you dislike? And what do you think we can do to get better? What you got?
I'll be honest, man. I like we could be better, but I like 50% third down conversion rate. That's a big improvement. And I also like when I look at the box score, man, I need to see all our weapons in there, man. I said it before, when you have two elite backs with Algier Bijan Robinson, you've got Kyle Pitts, and we've got more receivers than we know what to do with. And I just thought it seemed there was a lack of creativity on third down at times. It seemed like we're throwing 5-yard outs and comebacks, things like that, not really getting creative. Yeah, so I saw a big improvement there. And, from the outside looking in, they're looking at, well, Jaden Daniels didn't play. Well, but they have a very experienced backup. And his playing ability is not his issue. I mean, we saw some good things at times at the Falcons, but we all know he's not dependable to be your starting quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I mean that's a huge win. 3 guys defensively. I won't give a shout out to Caden Ellis, still doing his thing. Xavier Watts, way to step up, young fella. I thought Diablo had a good game as well. There was that one play I saw, but right, like you said earlier, I kind of thought he was in position. It was one of those plays that the safety should have made the one-on-one play. But yeah, for the most part, man, it's just a lot of momentum. We're at 500. Like Rye always says, a spade's a spade, but a dub's a dub, man. We take what we can get.
Oh yeah,
I'm with you on that wholeheartedly when you speak on that, because again, there's a lot of things that we can clean up, and there's a lot of things we need to clean up for further along. But the game that we needed to have, regardless of the cleanups, this is the game that we needed to have. And this was something that we couldn't start this season 1-3. We could not this season 1-3 with this youth that's on this team, and that right there would be more of an uphill climb mentally. And I'm just glad they figured this out and they put us in another spot. So next up at the table, we got John, and then we got K-Dub in the building. John, what's up, man? What you got for us to start this thing off? What up, Boom? We see you in the chat. Come on in if you got a chance.
Yeah, gentlemen, I hear echo. Okay. Good afternoon, gentlemen. First of all, I'm just going to be in here a minute because there's more sun out there than the Lord allowed. And I got to dive head first in. The car clean, full of gas. I got to go riding because the Falcons won today. All right. Now, let me tell you something. They must be listening to what we say after these games. They got to be listening because if you remember, I was saying that they needed to have the tight end block and then go out for a pass. How was that touchdown scored by Pitts? The exact same thing. The exact same thing. Then throwing the Bijan coming out of the backfield. That's an essential part of the West Coast offense. That's an essential part of the West Coast offense. And if Bijan hadn't eaten all of that breakfast this morning, he would have scored a touchdown. Because man walked him down like he had ate the doggone Sunday special at Denny's. He was heavy, you know.
Slam.
Hey, John, but here's the funny part. That cat that walked him down or whatnot, that corner can actually run. That's the funny part. He got wheels on him. So it's guys, like you said, it's the NFL. You got some guys in that secondary that can go get it. But, you know, it just happened. But he set us up for that touchdown. I'm going to bring this to K-Dub in a sec. But I want to ask you this, John, because this is something we talked about, and this is something I wanted you to kind of tap into. How did you feel finally now that we're seeing that Tyler Algier he's getting his carries now, and they're taking some of that load off of Bijan, like you and I discussed this week when we were on the show together? What did you think?
Now, I like it, but this is the problem because he definitely needs to take the load off of Bijan. But why do you run Algier in a single back set but give Bijan a fullback? Put a fullback in there with Bijan. And I had a couple of people responding to me when I was in the chat. Well, you don't need one for Tyler Algier. If Derrick Henry at 6'2", 252 pounds got one, why can't Bijan get one?
Fair enough.
You mean Tyler Algier?
Yes.
Yeah, you call it Bijan.
Yeah. Why can't Algier get one? Yeah, man, they had me so hot about that. I was calling folk the wrong name for the whole doggone game. But yes, I mean, every time they put Algier back there, he when Washington was trying to stop the run in the end when we were trying to seal the game, which I didn't like because I think we should have put another touchdown on the board instead of trying to kill the freaking clock. Okay, you know, like we got this. All right, but Algier back there trying to search for a hole to go through, getting killed back there because everybody knows you're gonna run.
Yep.
Put design it. All you doing is substituting for halfbacks. Put Algier back there with a fullback in front of him and run the damn ball.
But that's also on Zach Robinson design play for him to run east and west instead of north and south.
K-Dub, on today's game, man. You look like you had a good time in the building because I see you dressed up and you got your chain on today.
Yeah, hear me?
Yes.
Yes,
sir.
Oh yeah. I'm turned up, you know. But I told y'all you got to keep it even keel. I thought it was a party land. I hear a lot of griping and BSing out here. We need to start partying. That's what I need. Party.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
And the thing is,
hey, look. For the folks that stayed at home to watch this show, they used their ticket today. Shame on y'all. We needed y'all in the building today. The Commanders outnumbered us, but we showed up and showed out. Like I said, MP now we're gonna rebound. He had a pick, but we got it done though, man. That's the thing. Get it done by any means necessary.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the thing with MP
and the most dangerous thing that you could think about at this point is, like we said, reading the press clippings. Now you know what your offense can do. And I'm gonna bring this to Boom, and he's gonna talk about what he saw and what he didn't like. You have to build upon this. You cannot let this momentum stop because now you got a week off. You got guys to get healthy. You have a chance to build onto this and actually get right for Buffalo that's coming up. and that's going to be a big game and a primetime game at that. So we got to build on that. Boom, what you got, man?
Fella, first of all, what's going on? How y'all guys been, man?
What's going on, Boom?
Hey, man, coaching football, teaching students, man, you know the whole nine, man.
I see you got the jit. I see you got the jit right there in the camera with you.
Yeah, man. The other one, he back there somewhere. He back there watching the Chiefs and the Ravens. Oh, my youngest a Ravens fan, man. He get it. But,
Number 8.
But well, my second to my youngest. But I'm gonna be honest, man. I like what I saw today. I was happy that we actually got to see the passing game. You know, those guys want to sync together. Happy to see Drake learn to get some balls. And up to this point in the season, man, I'm happy for Kyle Pitts. You know, we've been, talking a lot about Kyle Pitts, last couple seasons, man. The fact that he's now becoming an extension of the passing game, stretching the offense down the field. But what I don't like in terms of, I don't feel like Zach Robinson effectively uses the run game because we're so predictable on short yardage situations. I mean, think about it. You had a Javon Kinlaw, you got a Deron Payne, and you got a big Eddie Goldman plug in the B gaps and the A gap, and you try to run a dive on 4th and 1, 3rd and 1. So I think that, in those situations, they got to be better in terms of understanding the personnel, knowing when to attack the perimeter, knowing when to stretch, knowing when to go counter. I feel like they're so predictable, and we have arguably, behind Detroit, the best 1-2 punch at running back in the National Football League. So I will say this. They're very close based on what we saw today. The defense was in a bend but don't break mentality today. I think they gave us the best they could. I think the defense had a decent performance today. They still gave up a lot of big plays. Today was about big plays, and I'm grateful for the Falcons being able to, be good on 3rd down against one of the better 3rd down defenses in the National Football League.
And no one mentioned that. That's the other thing I was gonna say.
Yeah,
move the sticks on a 3rd down defense that's effective on 3rd down. That's something that they didn't talk about. And I think, to me, I feel like the biggest 3rd down that we converted was when Penix took off and used his legs. Because guess what? Yeah. No one expected him to run because he's sitting back.
Just saying that week 1, he need to use his legs more a little bit, just a little bit.
Oh yeah, and I think out of there. Hey, look, Kirk Cousins can't do that.
Yeah,
I think.
Why you bring him up?
I think what it is. Stop.
What? Right, Kurt was good for last week.
He was just throwing a shot. That's all that was. He was throwing his shot at Kurt.
Kurt did his job last week. That's what Kurt good for.
Clean up.
I think the reason
Kurt didn't do that last week.
Nah.
Exactly.
He came in so fenced out that embarrassment.
Let's be real. Ain't nobody do that last week. Shoot.
Oh no,
nobody.
But I think the most thing in terms of, I think the reason for Penix not running, I think those injuries in college are still sitting in the back of his mind. Right. The last thing this young guy wants to do, and here's my deal. I think eventually, especially coming up in 2 weeks, Penix may have to use his legs a lot against Buffalo. We talking about top 3 defense.
So that Buffalo game is a must win. Okay, we got to win games that we thought we were going to lose. That's how we're going to.
Especially with Carolina beating us. If we beat Bills, that put us over Carolina.
That's what I'm trying to get at. We got to win games that we thought we were going to lose.
But here's how the Falcons win that game, right? Because, it's going to be hard to get pressure on Josh Allen. Josh Allen's a mobile guy. Arguably, probably going to win the MVP this season and possibly could go and win a Super Bowl this year. We don't know. We know how it goes in the playoffs, but I think the Bills, this could be a year for those guys, right? But I think if the Atlanta Falcons if Penix can continue to get rid of that ball quick, it's going to take a lot of nickel and dime those guys down the field. I think Kyle Pitts is going to be the X factor in that game. Because like I said, those pretty good DBs. Now, they're not as good as they've been, but that's still the Buffalo Bills defense, So I just think that if the Falcons can continue this pace throwing the ball, because this team is super talented and they have a lot of weapons. As soon as Zach Robinson can capitalize off their talent, I think this team will be unstoppable. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. I think the defense is going to continue to grow, right? I would like to see the sack numbers continue. I mean, they're not horrible, but we didn't get many today. Well, I take that back. We had some great key sacks today, especially from Caden Nellis. But the fact of the matter is, if this offense can continue to get this ball moving down the field and the passing game we know we're going to get from the running backs, I think the Atlanta Falcons will very well beat Buffalo, in which I'll be in the building, But like I said, if they can keep this thing rolling, man, hey, let's get it.
I got something for y'all that and I'm gonna bring it back to Will because I know Will was trying to say something, but I got something for y'all. I got two Wills. I got Pink Slip Will and I got Ill Will in here. So this my other Bulldog partner right here. That's a Falcon fan. So we got something that we got in common. But I'm gonna give you this: the Falcons now have a total of 8 sacks in first halves this season. That's tied with the New York Giants for the most in the NFL. That is a cry of a difference. A cry of a difference from what we had last year. We only got 8 sacks in a total of 7 games last year. Think about that. 7 games. This is only game number 4, and you already have this. So you're averaging, well, let's say this is we had 7 sacks in that game against Minneapolis or whatnot. But if you break it down, that should be 2 sacks a game. That's 2 sacks a game. So if you're averaging that, you're on pace to do something. And let's be real. Only reason the Giants struggle is because they had issues at quarterback. They don't have a problem at the skill position and that defensive position. Big boy, I don't know if you guys got to see the highlight of that. Dexter Lawrence today, that big 300-pounder, intercepted the pass and took that bad boy all the way down the line.
He got 3 more yards.
He only needed 3 more yards, and you just saw a big boy touchdown off an interception. That's a nose tackle that picked that off running like that.
You saying all that? Imagine when our baby Falcons become Falcons.
Exactly.
Amen to that.
Boy, cool.
They already
once they learn that techniques, once they get their foot really in this game, boy, our defense gonna be unstoppable if we continue growing like this.
The rookies were showing that.
I still feel like they still on the experience. They still got some more growth. So if they got some more growth off of this, oh my gosh.
Of course, Wolf, they're a rookie. Come on.
That's what I'm saying. I can't wait.
Here's the thing. My thing was this, and I said this last week. I said Penix had to grow up. I said this last week. Penix had to grow up. I wasn't off the train. I called him out on bad playing. I said for a young quarterback, he got to go through sitting down sometimes. He got to go through that adversity because guess what? Every quarterback goes through it. He had a good game today. We need consistency all the way through. And it ain't just him. We got to have consistency across the board. The special teams was bad today.
Horrible.
Was bad because McCaffrey got off today. He got off. Tackling. And this is why I say the third phase of the game is important because think about this, fellas. They got back into the ball game because of those kick returns and us defending the short field today. That right there has got to get better.
And lack of containment.
I'll say this too, man. The O-line been doing a great job.
Take away that conservative play. For years we've been saying take away them conservative action of plays that y'all got. Take away them because that's how teams get back in the game with us.
So
playing with conservative.
They gave up on them. They were talking about good cousins.
They were talking about. And here's the thing.
Let's sit back.
And here's the thing. We could play the show last week. I could pull up the comments. I can pull up the comments. No, not you. I'm talking about the people who were saying give up on Penix. We can pull them comments.
I ain't say give up, but I was saying put Kirk Cousins in because if he was playing like that, we got $100 million backup. Let's see what he can do for that game. Because be honest, if Kirk Cousins started, the game wouldn't be looking like that. But Michael Penix need to learn. I get that, but I always wanted to see the Falcons to adapt to a change. That's all.
But Wolf,
I never see that from him.
But Wolf, we realize
Kirk Cousins tricked the season off.
Yeah, but Wolf, you realize
that's the reason why people was pissed. That's the reason why most people are pissed off still at Kirk because he pissed away the season because he was in his feelings.
And he's a liar. And he's a big ass liar.
Okay, we get it, Chew. But here's my thing. We already knew freaking Michael Penix was gonna go through his growing pain because like he only had 4 starts last year. This was to be expected. For me, I understand he was gonna have a bad game or two. But I'm glad that he took the accountability. He can look. That's on me. That's on me because you starting to see the maturity and the growth already. I mean, we just got to do better as fans or rally around our players.
Yeah. Keep your head
So we
up.
got somebody in the building that's back, and he just popped in. Red, welcome back, Mr. Red. What you think?
Red, what's going on, my guy?
Well, Coach, he said he only played 3 games last year, Coach, and technically he's not a rookie, technically, but he's still going through rookie growing pains from sitting for a year. That's pretty much what it is. He's getting his feet wet right now. So he's still a rookie in the mindset, but as in his time in the NFL, no, he's not a rookie. But mentally, he's still making rookie mistakes at times. But that's going to get cleaned up with the more experience he has, and you know that because you're one of the quarterback gurus in here that teach us a lot. But I got you. Red, what you got for us today, man?
Like everybody pretty much been point on. I mean, you know, we had a good game. We won. We bounced back. Phoenix showed some maturity. And like I say, man, I'm glad everybody realizing how big of a mistake it was to rush the judgment last week. Like, some of us were trying to tell some of y'all it was just 3 games. The kid was just in his 6th game. I mean, relax. God. And then he come back, put up what? 34 points, 300 yards, pretty much using his playmakers all over the field. London getting some action, Bijan getting some action, Pitts getting some action. Mooney, you last year with the team. I'll see you somewhere else next year. But anyway, the point is, this is what we were supposed to see. He had a bad game last week. It was a division rival. It was ugly. Don't get me wrong. It was ugly. So I do understand some of the overreaction, but still, you gotta look at the big picture, fans. And I say y'all know I've had my negative moments too, but I'm trying to get out of that. I'm trying to get more on the optimistic side and realize it's early in the season, just 3 games, bounce back game, folks, looking real good going into the bye, with the exception of what y'all said. Yeah, we had some special teams.
And Red, here's the thing, and I said this last week. Now, here's the funny part. It's funny when you got everybody that show up and they want to be smiling and giggling and all this here, but when we lose, we don't get that same energy. That's the whole thing. You got to be consistent all the way around. Everybody got to be consistent all the way around. Because I said, hell, last week, I got criticism for this team. I called out the defense. I called out the O-line. I didn't put all that on Mike because guess what? He can't block. He can't block for himself. He can't catch for himself. So at the end of the day, you have to understand that it's a team effort. And it's funny because there were people saying bench him, get rid of him. I said he needed to sit just to cool off and reset. Not bench him, just to reset. Just to make sure that folks understand. In this game here, he reset, but let's see if we can build off of this, not just Michael, but this has to be a whole team that builds off of this momentum and carries it forward. Consistency is the word of the year. And speaking of consistent, we got one of the most consistent folks that keep us in tune when we don't want to hear these bad. Hey, I got to give him this intro. Sit back. My dog, Big Larry in the building, man. Got to give him this here. Here you go.
Big Larry. What it is, homie?
What up, Larry?
Larry.
What's going on? Hold up.
What we got?
He put on
we all in trouble. We in
the red out there, baby.
Hey, Larry, you about to power up. I got you. Let's
First
go.
of all, appreciate you letting me have a say on your platform, guys. Make sure you hit the like button. It's the light blood of all our streams. Yeah. Again, I take all dubs. You know what I'm saying? We take all dubs. You know what I'm saying? Big wins, small wins, whatever. Dub is a W. So my thoughts about this game. I do feel like we did not have those communication issues. We were getting the plays in faster. This is probably one of the best play call games by our offensive coordinator. Even though I do have little issues that I've seen. I can't stand the pistol personally. It's just fundamentally just call me an old head and get it over with. I can't stand running out of the pistol 95% of the time. We are not utilizing Michael Penix's athleticism because we're making him a statue because there's no movement. Like the defense know where he's going to be. But today, we executed and schemed some guys wide open. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of scheme guys wide open. Shout out to the offensive line, man. Wilkerson. You never heard his name. Why? Because he was blocking his butt off today. So you got to give a shout out to the offensive line today. Because when you got Bijan getting around, all right, so let's go over the stats. And nobody had over 100-yard rushing, but the attack was balanced. And we finally saw Algiers grinding out the clock like we always ask, for this offense to do it. That's coming out of the pistol. I think that's not using Algier correctly. We don't have a fullback, but you can use a tight end as a fullback. We kind of do that with the pistol when we line up the fullback. We be in like 3 wide and line up we'll have a tight end come in motion, and then he'll basically be the lead blocker out of the pistol. That's a play that's kind of predictable. We still tipping our hand, but we definitely executed. So, shout out to the Falcons for doing that. Only thing I will say that kind of irked me, and I was kind of mentioning, me and Shonda was mentioning the entire game during the stream. I have an offensive coordinator that's on the field, especially after the pick. Okay. Mike, what were you looking at? You were staring, from my view, you were staring down Drake London. Underneath guy came up, and boom, you threw it right to him. You never saw him.
He didn't see him.
He didn't see him because he was staring at Drake London the whole time.
Yeah, he was.
Exactly. So those are the type of things that I need you to communicate. I don't need you sitting over there holding Raheem Moore's hand. Every time you flashed over, you saw him high-fiving Raheem. They was within earshot. I did not see one time when they panned over to look at Michael Penix on the bench. He was talking with the quarterback coach, the new quarterback coach.
He's not new. That's Doug Williams.
Doug Williams.
That's DJ Williams, Doug Williams' son.
Yeah, Doug Williams' son. So he was talking to Doug Williams' son. But I never saw once him go over there to talk to him. Now, 330, shout out to 330. He was at the game. 330 was like, and I asked him, I was like, God, because it was making me mad. I'm like, why is he on the field if he's not going to go over there and talk to his quarterback and say, hey, what did you see? What I was down on the field, what I saw, you know what I'm saying? But that communication wasn't happening. It seemed like he was on punishment and he was just down there beside Raheem and really wasn't talking to the quarterback. Now, the best thing is that the communication from between him and the quarterback with the headphones or headsets was much better. But again, I didn't see that interaction like when I see Andy Reid go and talk to Patrick Mahomes after. And Big Red ain't got to do that, but he do it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the type of interaction I want to see. But again, that's nitpicking. We won the game. And like you said, man, let's go into the bye week, build off of this. Hopefully we don't get overconfident. Build off this and see if we can get a huge upset over the Bills, who seem like they kind of struggle with the Saints today. So at home. So we're at home. We should be able to fight. I want to see how we do. We have a big-time opponent in prime time, Monday night, no one else on. And see how we do, man. And that'll be a litmus test.
Hopefully, like the last time.
Yeah, no, last time it was on prime time, we dominated
Minnesota.
Yeah, we dominated
the Vikings. You know what I'm saying? My main thing is that I need to see growth from it, just like what you're saying. Yep. And also, but I got to give a shout out to Elijah Wilkinson. I have to, because you never heard his name. You never heard his name. You know what I'm saying? And when you don't hear an offensive lineman name, that means he's doing well. So I got to give him a shout out. Obviously, Algier with that run, Bijan with that great run in the first half, Algier with that dominating, I'm getting this touchdown. Move, get out of the way.
And guess who he ran over? He ran over the legendary Bobby Wagner, and he shoved Von Miller. That's what people didn't realize.
Yeah.
It's two great players that he literally made look stupid when he scored that touchdown. And
Algier gonna get paid for somebody else, man. That he is definitely a Michael Turner type running back that is basically getting held back because he has a dynamic back in front of him. So I mean, it's a huge luxury we have right now. So we need to take advantage of it. I love that Michael Penix only had 25 passes this game. He was not throwing it no dangle almost 50 times. No, not no 40 plus times. That's the balance that we need. He threw it for 26 times. He was 20 for 26, guys. He only missed 3 passes, 3 drops on the day that I counted. So really, he was he only missed 3 passes today.
Can I ask y'all something?
Uber accurate. Yeah.
To me, I was talking when I was watching TV. I was like, it seemed like the plays develop slow. Like they still ain't got the timing on offense, the timing on things a little bit, especially when they try to throw over 20 yards or 10 yards. It seemed like the timing is a little bit off for them, and it seemed like because all game I'm hearing, he's standing there taking the lick. He's standing there taking the lick. I don't want my quarterback taking the lick.
I feel you on that, and that's just getting out of that preseason mode, man. This is the first game we didn't look like total preseason, to be honest. Special teams was bad.
Oh, yeah.
Special teams was bad again.
Oh, yeah.
You might as well kick it in the end zone, let them get it to the 35. But we kept letting them get to the 30, 40, 50. You know what I'm saying? So you might as well just kick it in the end zone and let them start at the 35. Yeah, that's better than what our coverage should do.
And Will, here's the other thing that you got to talk about. The defense got to get off the field on third down. Now, today we played well, but the one thing we struggled with doing, and we've got to get a lot better, and I know that's a Washington Cliff Kingsbury offense, we have to get better at getting off the field on third down. If we can't get off the field on third down, you're not going to be able to give the offense a chance to have possessions in the ball game to let this offense grow and matriculate. You have to get off the field on third down. It has to be consistent. It can't be part-time. Like how did the Mobb Deep song say? Ain't no such thing as a halfway crook. Ain't no such thing as a halfway defense. That's where I'm at with it. You got to be all in.
Yeah. Yeah, man, because that giving up that first down and 30 and we gave up the first down, that was disgusting.
That was terrible.
Exactly. That was awful.
That was disgusting. You rarely see someone make a first down if it's first down and 30. You know what I'm saying? They got a big chunk play with the pass. And then Marcus Mariota scrambles for about 17 yards to get the first down. So it was just like, yeah, that was actually disgusting. But we put out the win. That's all that matters, man. We got the dub, build off of it, and then let's hope we can, start stacking wins. Because the middle of our schedule could be workable, but we beat Buffalo. We can definitely use that as momentum to take off.
I got a question for everybody in here, too.
Go ahead.
How do y'all feel? So here's the thing. Parker Romo hits his field goal inside. Now, the only reason I'm bringing this up is because Mike mentioned it. Now, he kicked inside. Do you think that it might have been a problem with him kicking outside? Because it looked like he had no problem putting that ball up between the uprights today. Do you think it might be an outside issue that he has?
Well, if
I
it is,
I believe that.
If it is, you don't need to be on the team because that a field goal.
I think that was his problem on his last game. His last thing.
Yeah, you need to be able to kick field goal in kind or out kind, no matter what. So
I believe that's why he got released from his last team because he wasn't good on the outside. I got to do my research, but I believe that's why he got released.
And that's why I'm asking that question because I know Red mentioned this last week because he said it. You go 0 for 2 and you're supposed to have chip shots. That's a problem. Red said this last week on the Benediction. And now we're seeing him hit it. I don't have a problem with it. I'm happy he's hitting it. But I wonder if it's a consistency thing when it comes to outside because there is a little bit different kicking outside than it is indoors because you got to equate for the wind, the temperature. Because if it's cold, kicking that football is like kicking a rock. If you've ever kicked before, it's like kicking a rock. So it's a little bit different. And to me, we shouldn't be having kicking competitions during the week like that. Lenny Craig, this guy, and Seals had a kicking competition during the week. And it's like we're playing musical chairs right now at this point. Crazy.
Right now, he's the hot hand right now. Let's see how he's gonna be doing the bye week. But how did y'all feel about Radio Raheem clock management? I know in the first half,
horrible.
Yeah, first half it was atrocious.
Will, you can jump in on this, man, because you sitting there, you looking. I know you want to say it. What you got?
Fourth quarter, he made up for it.
I was going on the kicking thing, man. What I was thinking is, man, you got all morning, all like however long you're in whatever city to prepare for the win. You know what I mean? You got one job. So I agree with the kicking outside thing, but I think it's at that level, it's inexcusable, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, James, I'll bring you up when you get back on because I know you're trying to get in, man, because I definitely want to hear your insight on this today as well.
Well, I'm about to step out if somebody else want to come in. I'm stepping out. Y'all have a good day. Rise up.
All right, Wolf.
All right, Wolf.
Catch you later, man. Appreciate you, Clay.
Take it easy.
Man, so now that we've seen what this offense could possibly be, do we get the same consistency? Because we play one great game, and then it seems like when we get back on the field, we forget what we're doing. Can we continue to matriculate, and can we continue to expound upon putting points on the board and having multiple ways that we can attack you? That's the question. I think it's a great win. I think it's a great win still, but I want to know about the consistency going forward. That's my question.
That have to be really addressed when they have team meeting. I know Raheem and the coaching staff have to put emphasis on being able to replicate and be consistent week to week. You just can't give me one good game and then lay an egg for the next 3 games. That's not how you get in the playoff, and that's not how you win football games. So I think that needs to be the focus during this bye week behind getting healthy.
Mm-hmm. And that's the most dangerous thing, like we said, reading those newspaper clippings at this point, or really social media at this point, because of how things are put out there. Now, I can't wait to see what we look like against Buffalo, because this is going to be a great test for our offensive coordinator. It's going to be a great test for our defense at this point. One game at a time, because we're going to have to go up against a high tempo offense in the 49ers after we play the Bills. These are going to be two of the elite offenses in the NFL that you got to see. So my thing is this: defense has got to be able to get off the field with 3 and outs. And the other thing is we got to put up points when we get opportunities to get into the red zone. And I'm talking about 7, not 3.
Yes.
Yeah. And as far as us reading the press clippings, shoot, if you reading the press clippings after week 4 and that's somehow putting you up, homeboy, you need to get out the team anyway. You ain't on the team to read no press clippings after week 4. What's week 4 gonna tell you? You the best team in the NFL after week 4? Fool, you trying to be the best team after the Super Bowl. That is the goal. Be the team holding up the trophy at the Super Bowl. That's when you read the press clippings. Stay off social media. If you can't handle, somebody saying you had a good game and you getting all excited, stay off the newspaper. Don't get on the internet. If you can't handle folks saying Falcons had a good game, what if they expect next? We just 2-2. We trying to get better each week. Take it one game at a time.
Here's another question. Like I reported this earlier during the pregame meal, and I kind of talked about it. Ian Rappaport and a few other trusty NFL sites. Oklahoma State just fired Mike Gundy this week. Oklahoma State. And Zach Robinson is on the short end of the stick of short end names of possibly going to become the head coach. Do you guys see Zach Robinson becoming the head coach at the end of the season if he's released from the Falcons at this point?
Absolutely.
If he released, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
That can gamble matter. Yeah, he gone. He gone.
Yeah,
No question.
Okay.
not even a question, man. I'm
Does,
just
does
wondering
he
if he's like got his
does
mind
he
in two different places.
does he
Personally,
even have to be
we
Yeah.
saw how
does he
that
even
worked
have to
out
be released?
with Kyle Shanahan. Had 1 foot in San Francisco and 1 foot in the Super Bowl. So no, if I need my guy to be fully involved Falcon season.
Yeah,
If
folks.
he's even hitting it, doing it, they're going and hiring him and start TJ Yates as the offensive coordinator. Like it's that's where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Great game plan this, but I don't need someone splitting their mind and their duties towards a college and our pro team. Either you all in this season, you can talk about that after our season is done, or you can go ahead and start recruiting right now. Because I don't have no time to play with you if you don't really want to be here. If your heart is in Oklahoma City, then go on to Oklahoma State, then go on. You know what I'm saying? That's just where I'm at with it. I said it then when I heard the report. I'm gonna keep saying it. You know what I'm saying, regardless on how I feel about our play calling nothing. If this dude was the next Andy Reid, I would say you got to go if your heart is one way, because we've seen what happened with Kyle Shanahan. I can't have someone 1 foot out the door. They're gonna be talking, oh, I got to go recruiting and on the recruiting trail and this, that, and the third. Dog, dude, you got a game to coach. So yeah.
Hey Larry,
So
we
let me
got
say
somebody.
this.
I'm finna bring you in. I was finna bring you in, big dog. We got. Let me properly introduce you. We got my man James in here from the eye test. He's a regular. He's finally got some time for us today. Got to give him a round of applause. First off, congratulations on your win yesterday. It pains me to say this, that your Alabama Crimson Tide beat my dog.
Man,
But
don't
go to
bring
head.
that shit.
Hey, it is what it is. But I got to give the man his credit because he called it. He said we were gonna do something stupid and they were gonna win it. And he called this when we were on John's show. But what you got,
did a radio
for us today, bro?
Oh, let me explain about the situation with Zach Robinson and
Yes, sir.
the Oklahoma State. Pretty much, they won't do anything to the offseason. Can you hear me?
Perfectly.
Okay. They usually won't. There's no pursuit.
Somebody got a little bit of an echo.
Yeah.
All right. I think James, if you can come back in, we got to get you because I think he popped out real quick.
All right, I'm gonna pop out and get him.
Hey Larry, tell the folks where they can find you at, big dog. Since you say you're gonna pop out.
Appreciate you letting me on, man. My name's Larry, one half of the Dixon Way. My beautiful wife. Live commentary,
Okay.
man.
Okay. I'm back now. I had a call.
And yeah, so just check us out on the Dixon Way on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, Rumble, and X. And yeah, man, thank you for having us on. If you guys want to listen to someone outside these biased commentators, you turn down your TV, turn up the Dixon Way, and we can watch the game together. That's a little community type thing. But we up out of here, man. I didn't mean to cut you off. I didn't know if you could get back in. So
James, he back, man.
Appreciate you.
Hey Larry, thank you for coming through and thank you for the raise that you give us, my brother. Appreciate you.
No problem, man. No problem.
Shout out to Big Larry out here.
All right, Larry.
James, so what you got for us, brother? You were speaking on Zach Robinson. Go ahead.
So the Zach Robinson situation won't take place to the off season. That's when usually the coaching candidacies, once they go throughout who they want to interview and everything, that happens in the off season. As soon as the college season is over. The thing is, I think he's locked in. Because it was some great play calling today. Some plays that I ain't seen. And the plays that they ran with Algiers were kind of to me, unorthodox. He scored off a counter play. That counter play that threw me out because I never seen Algiers run a counter play. And he bounced off Von Miller and Bobby Wagner, two prolific tacklers. They're known for they're good at tackling.
Thanks.
Overall, the offensive game plan was balanced. That's what you want to see. Penis took some hits today, but I want him to take the hit so he can get acclimated. In a sense, I don't want him taking hits at all, but as part of playing football, you got to take some hits. Defensively, they did a good job today. They kept Washington under 300 yards. That's
Yep.
another conception, 294 to be exact. Overall, my only down play is D Alpha. D Alpha, he played like D Alpha today.
Diablo playing like boo boo.
Yeah, so
the Alfred also caused a couple of third, pretty much got us off the field on some third downs and whatnot.
I seen him make a play on that one big play.
Yeah, when he hit Debo.
yeah.
Hey, hold up.
I ain't gonna take that away from him.
Hold up, Will. Hey man, do you even have any respect for the show, dog? I had to pull you off screen just now because you was brushing your teeth on camera, man. The hell are you doing?
What?
Bro, I had to pull you off screen.
Come on, hey, Pink Slip. Hey, Pink Slip, you be disrespecting, man.
Wow. Bro, that's real disrespectful, bro. You don't do that on other folks' show.
Just like home. Nothing wrong.
Wow.
How do you catch that, James?
No, I pulled him off the screen. I just waited, but God dang, Will.
That's crazy.
Man,
we about to get your ass a Pink Slip.
Yeah, you gotta sit a time out for that. That was just bro. You gotta sit a time out for that. You literally, while James is talking, and we all trying to talk this here, you putting your grooming habits up here. I'm glad that you brushed your teeth. But damn,
clean.
really?
You clean.
Really?
Gotta be clean.
Well, if you
got a date.
Hey, Will, this what you
I had a question if you brush your teeth.
Guess
I'm
what?
glad
If you got a date, that means you can say goodbye to us. We understand. We are all
Hey, I got a date.
Too,
What
but
the hell?
then we got men on here. So
I got a date. Get out of here, man. Come on.
He just
man.
Hey Ryan, he could just be brushing. That could be the first time he brushing them today.
Do what you gotta do, Will. Do what you gotta do.
Hey man, hold up. And then we also, and I apologize about that, James, man. I just had to pull him off the screen. I realized what he was doing. I'm like, wait a minute.
Do what you gotta do.
In the bathroom with him and all.
Hey y'all, it was like it's 5 o'clock. I ain't brushed my teeth. My breath kicking, man.
But you know what? At least we know my dog got clean teeth. That bathroom was clean, so respect Will.
Do what you gotta do, Will. Do what you gotta do.
I guess it is clean to be better that day.
So we got 2 more folks that have joined. We got Nick and we got Mr. Fandemic. Fandemic came in right before you, Nick. I'm gonna let you cook next, brother, because I know you at work. Fandemic, what you got for us, real quick?
Man, appreciate you having me and letting me opportunity to get on. But this was a great bounce back win, right? I mean, this is what we were looking for since the first beginning of the season. I think Zach Robinson knows now that he just needs to stick to his playbook. Stop trying to overthink it. You know, we saw last game he was trying to keep things simple, and it backfired big time. It was too simple. You know, he just needs to stick to his playbook. He got the playmakers. He needs to let Penix loose and let his players work. But before I go on, I forgot. I should have said this first, but prayers out to Natron Brooks. I know that he got hurt during the game, and I don't know. Remember, I think they said it was a concussion. I think it was.
Yeah, you got
it looked worse than what it was, though.
Yeah, because I mean, he held that leg up there for a minute. Then when he tried to get up, he fell right back down. So, I mean, hopefully, I mean, that's just the least of it, But prayers out to him. Hopefully, he can get back because we need him. We need him. He actually showed some promise on fielding those kicks. But like I said, it was a good game for us, man. This was one of those games that Zach Robinson, I don't think the move down to the field made the difference, but I do think that the fact that I heard somebody say something about it being a variation in his play calling, spreading that ball around and getting Penix, getting him comfortable with plays that he's already been, utilizing in practice in the mini camp. He's already used to those. Go back to that, with him trying to keep it simple. I think he was just trying to do too much, and he realized what he has in Kyle Pitts. We need to keep him keep him energized. Let's put it like that. But the offensive line, man, I think we need some improvement on it. But it's gonna come. It's a work in progress. The chemistry gonna be there. I mean, we faced a pretty good defensive line today, so that chemistry as they go along, man, it'll get there.
Yep.
Hey, I still believe he need to stay on the field. Don't even go back up.
For sure.
That boost of it over with.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And you notice during the game too, Raheem Morris stayed right there near his side the whole game.
Yep. Yeah, he pretty. Think about it. That man, Raheem's job hinges on what this man does. So now he has to micromanage now because I guarantee you he didn't come down at the booth because he wanted to. Guarantee you, Raheem said, "Hey man, I need you down here with me. I need to make sure you ain't gonna fumble this opportunity to get this win." But speaking of fumbling some things or whatnot, I don't want to fumble my dog. He at work right now. We got Big Nick in the building. Welcome back, Big Nick. What's good, man?
Good, Nick?
What's good, dog?
Good.
What you got?
I'm supposed to be happy, right? But like,
Oh boy.
yeah, I know. Here it comes.
Partyland.
Hey man, we've been doing so good today with this Partyline, and we thought it was gonna be Will today.
Don't do it.
No. You're right. You're right. You're right.
You know what? Say that for this week, Nick. We're gonna do a fan segment where we let the fans come on the regular show this week, so they can actually talk about some things we can work on. What did you like about today's win?
On the positive side, I like how the offense was moving. Like it wasn't as like choppy, and they didn't look unprepared this week. You know what I'm saying? They looked like they had a game plan and they knew what they was gonna do, and they went out there and stuck to it. Last week it looked unorganized. It looked like everybody was surprised at the play calls. And I'm actually glad Zach Robinson is down on the field because you can see the difference in getting the plays in to Michael Penix as opposed to him being in the booth. Because being in the booth, it take a while for it to get down to that helmet, especially with all that crowd noise or whatnot. So I am happy about that. I'm also happy that Kyle Pitts, you know what I'm saying, is starting to look like what we drafted him to be. I'm mad it took 5 years, but it is what it is. I guess we could blame that on not having consistent quarterback play over the last 5 years too. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? Rise up, man. Go Falcons. Good win today.
So
man, we appreciate you coming through. I know you at the JOB getting that money on right now, the money. And I don't want to get you in trouble or nothing like that, man. Because we all got to go to work tomorrow.
I'm trying to get back to Augusta now. So
man, and here's the other thing: if you paid attention to the body language, you saw that these guys came out on a mission in that pretty much after that first drive. The defense had a look. If you remember when Debo touched the ball the first time and they went around on their end around on their first possession, you saw 5 guys already on him.
Yeah.
You didn't see that last week when you saw gang tackling. And the reason I keep pointing out the defense is because they were the ones who gave up the draws last week.
Yeah.
It was what it was.
Yeah.
Carolina treated us like a piece of street booty last week. Hate it like that, but it's not true. They treated us like street booty last week. Hey, we got to call a spade because guess what happened? Today they got put out on the stroll with New England today, and they got a 40-piece on.
Yeah.
They had to walk past Causeway Street, and they had to walk all through Boston after that butt whipping they took. They got hit patriotically today.
And that's what we pissed me off about last week. That could have been us. That should have been us. That's what we should have did to Carolina.
Exactly.
To have New England come in and do that, that is, man.
And Philly think about it. Philly almost gave up the draws to Tampa.
Yeah.
Tampa tried to make a comeback on that game on them today.
I'm gonna tell y'all, man.
But JP though with that fumble.
Yeah.
But think about it. Tampa's a lot better than what we gave them.
Oh, yeah.
Got to give Philly credit for finishing that game, but hands down, Tampa just got started late. Let's be real. Philly scored points on special teams. The facet that we're struggling on right now, they scored on a block kick. Like they block. Think about it. They blocked 2 kicks, 2 field goals, and then they blocked a punt today. And they scored. Think about it. They got a touchdown on the field goal last week and got a touchdown on the punt block this week. Like, I got to give them credit. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. I want their special teams coach at this point because the one we got is awful.
Trash.
But I take the win any way I can get it, hook or by crook.
I'm good. But I tell you 2 things that changed today that completely turned this game around, got us this win. The ability that we were able to convert these third downs and the red zone play. I mean, the play calling was critical, but those third down we converted. I got to pull up the stat. We converted just about every last one of them. So I mean that's huge for us. They kept us on the field and burnt that clock. But I got a question for y'all though. What is up with Raheem Morris and these timeouts?
Man, this is the thing we've been going over. Everything he got hired, and he was the interim coach back way in a few years ago. But the fact that his clock management is not nowhere near normal. It make no like he just trying to save on timeout so we can use them in the second half instead of having 3 second half picks. Which never happened. I don't get it.
Kirby Smart probably was talking to Raheem last night.
Yeah, him and Kirby and Raheem were out there going over notes. Who can pay them more
had
time
to be.
during the season.
It had to be. I'm sorry, I know being positive. My bad.
No, you just it's like we don't mind something being put out there, but it's just the fact that we just not gonna stay on the negative side.
Yeah,
we just
we are because when it's a benediction, it's a benediction.
It's a benediction.
Because here's the thing. A lot of people didn't want to come on the benediction last week, but they want to come in the Partyline and try to cast burdens. Like, no, if you ain't throwing no money at the stage and you ain't eating no wings, no sir, we not doing
So
it.
is it safe to say that firing Ike Hilliard was a good move, or it just turned out that
it woke him up? It woke their ass up.
Scapegoat.
No,
even the scapegoat
man on it. That was still a scapegoat move.
That's a scapegoat move.
It was. I just feel like
look, as a head coach, you get your butt handed to you 30 points. You don't go fire no assistant coach. You don't fire no position a coach that was already doing a good job for you anyway. Remember, Ike was here last year, and he almost turned down 2,000-yard receivers. So it's not him.
That's why I said that's why I said this on the show.
Yeah,
that's the problem. Yeah, K-Dub said it was internally, and I said you don't fire a guy that gets you 2 starting receivers. Pretty much, Mooney was only 8 yards away from 1,000 yards. Drake had 1,000.
Right.
You don't throw away a guy like that. And Ray had about 700 yards. So,
well, I think somebody did say it. Like this firing was probably to wake him up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
either that,
the team's coach. Hell, if you're gonna fire somebody.
Now, if y'all remember Ike Hilliard playing days,
yes,
very, very competitive and boisterous. So I'm thinking he may have said something during the Carolina loss, either during the game or after the game, and it came back to bite him. I think he may have either cursed out Raheem or cursed out somebody else in a way, but that may have been it. I don't see.
He had to say something about that man mama to get him fired.
Yeah,
but I think he got it with a player. That's just my guess.
Okay, yeah, it had to be something outside of him, his non-performance in his job. I don't think it had nothing to do with him not being able to do what he do, but
I'm not gonna lie, that was weird.
But a lot of people don't remember. It's a lot of folks that don't remember his playing days. See, I remember his playing days, unfortunately, because for number one, I had to deal with him for 4 years when he was at Florida, and they was kicking Georgia's behind. I hated Ike Hilliard. And then he went to the Tampa Bay Bucks, and then we had to deal with him there. Like a lot of people don't realize, and he played for the Giants at one point.
Yeah.
People forget. And Ike Hilliard pretty much drank from. He's a Louisiana boy. Yeah. You got to understand, it's something in the water with them football players that come up out of the booth. You can go to Eric Bieniemy. That's another one that's fiery like him. Like it's something about them Louisiana cats. They just different.
Yep.
Y'all got to understand. They different. They're a different breed.
They don't mind voicing it. I tell you.
And they don't mind fighting you either. That's the
other. Because he's not a yes man. Because he's not a yes man, he got fired.
Basically,
it might be.
It looked that way.
I'm gonna tell you this is. I want a guy that's like that on the squad.
Yeah.
We did a disservice by firing Brian Cox.
Yeah.
He's the only one that was getting that D line to get after the quarterback. People hated him on the line, but guess what? They played for him.
Exactly.
They played for him. And you got to think about it. Look who Brian Cox played for. The man played for Parcells. The man played for Belichick at one point. Brian, and you're bringing a guy in, another Parcells disciple, which is Ike Hilliard or whatnot, because he worked up under him at one point when Bill was in the front office. And you think about it. Ike Hilliard is like you said, Coach, Fandemic, he's a competitive guy. And my thing is, if you don't have nobody in there that's going to be competitive and that's going to challenge you in there, what the hell are you trying to say you're a football team for?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But that was, like I said, that was
question why what's his name? Wide receiver used to play for Dallas. Miami Hurricane.
Mike Irvin.
Mike Irvin. People question why he's not a coach. He doesn't have that. He's a great coach, but he's that guy that holds accountability. He's that guy that's going to punch you in the chest. He's going to get down and show you the route. He's going to push on you. He's going to pull on you. And if he did that at NFL, yeah, he wouldn't last half a season. But he's a great coach. He's a great inspirator. I mean, look what he's doing down there in Miami. They haven't officially put him on the payroll, but it's coming.
Yeah, he might well be on that payroll because he be coaching the wide outs like almost every practice. Like.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, and that's the type of person that I hear you there. He's not going to sit back and just walk up and down the field saying what you need to do. He's going to get in there with you. He's going to be boisterous about it. And these young guys that's coming in now, a lot of them cannot take that. A lot of people don't like that accountability. So, like I said, I don't know. It's just my speculation. I hear you saying something to somebody. He stepped on some toes somewhere, and it didn't rub them the right way. And I think he got held accountable for it. But like I said, that's just my speculation.
No, but here's the thing: you're not wrong in your speculation either, Fandemic. Because here's my thing: when is it wrong to hold players accountable? When is it wrong to hold people accountable for mistakes? It's okay. It's it's just like beef jerky. Charles Haley told the story about how Bill Walsh, he didn't like how one of his, Charles Haley said, I didn't like how one of my coaches was talking to me. They said, hey man, you don't talk to me like that. And Bill said, listen, criticism is like beef jerky. It's tough, it's hard to chew, but it's got all the nutrients in it, just like beef jerky. Guess what? Chew it, swallow it, and get out of my face. That was pretty much the conversation. And you see that people just pretty much get a little sensitive when you say that. Look, there are days that, and this is with anything in life, whether it's with the podcast, whether it's with your family life, you're going to have tough conversations with people. Your feelings are going to get hurt. You're going to be scared to have them sometimes, shaking in your boots. But guess what? You got to have those reflective conversations to become better.
Right.
Everything that grows in life becomes better because of the fact that you face the reality.
Yeah, exactly.
Until we as a fan base, because let's be real, everybody all smiles and giggles right now. But we wasn't getting no energy last week when we lost. People that was saying, I'm done being a Falcon fan. I'm this. No, we got to call that out because here's the thing. I'm not going to tell you how to be a fan.
Get on, Ryan.
If you going to ride with this team, ride with this team, good, bad, and ugly. It's a relationship. It's a toxic relationship being a Falcon fan. If you are soft, mentally and physically, this ain't the team for you.
Right.
You can take that how the hell you want it.
Now, one thing for sure, though. One thing is definitely for sure. I'm gonna talk about my team, but I ain't gonna let nobody else do it.
Oh no! There you go. No! Can't do that. No.
Cause see, and like you said, see, I had a cousin that's Cowboy fan. And no, and he from Atlanta. No. Are you done brushing your teeth?
Hell no, Will. Hell no.
Are you done brushing your teeth?
I thought you was on a date.
Listen, I don't know why you trying to pop back in here like this, man. You need to get your listen. You gotta unmute your mic first, man.
Go on your date, man. Will
you go on your date? Listen.
Hey, look, go ahead and get your cake here and dialogue, man.
Hey, he seemed like he ready now.
We'll unmute your mic, dog.
Hey, Daddy Will.
Will, we still can't hear you. You gotta unmute your microphone, man.
Oh, no. So I'm ready, man. I'm ready for my little date, man. She ready like spaghetti.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, you ready for your date now?
Yeah, I'm ready for my date. She ready like spaghetti, like my boy Clark said.
Okay. Pink slip Will to goddamn slip.
Don't hurt him, Will. Don't hurt him, Will.
Oh yeah, I got me a little Hispanic little thing. So yeah.
Oh, boy, I tell you, they say where there's a will, there's a way.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the comments that are being pursued on this show, if you're actually watching, whether you're FCC or whatever, these comments do not reflect the personnel of BirdCage LLC and the owner. This only reflects William Amy, who comes in here by the name of Pink Slip Will. So we will pass that off to you.
Oh, man.
Hey, go on your date, man.
Go on your date, man. Get the hell up out of here.
All right, y'all, boy. I'm gonna see y'all next time, man. All right.
Hey, hold it down, Will.
At least we know he washed his ass.
How do you know that? We only seen him brush his teeth. We don't know he washed his ass.
Hey,
fresh.
The bathroom was clean. My man was like, it was just the weirdest thing because normally, I don't care if people walking. He walked and he turned around and I'm like, no, I had to pull him off the screen. So if you go to a certain portion of this show, you're going to see that he was brushing his teeth. So my man, at least I know he ain't stank. At least he clean. He know how to wipe his face. Oh man, you'll never know. You never know what you're gonna get on the party line, Benediction, or any of the BirdCage show. This
gotta love it.
Left.
Gotta love it.
But let's get this thing back right as we gonna go ahead and finish this thing up or whatnot, because again, we all want to enjoy the last little bit of sunshine and everything else before it get dark for the night. I want to ask you fellas this. So, all seriousness, with the way that this team is performed and you see the potential, the question that I have for you is, do you think we can build this team into possibly getting to the playoffs this year and still getting the division, even though we're pretty much going to be ice skating uphill? Do you think we still can make the playoffs if we
I'm gonna say no, only because I don't have no faith in our coaching staff.
Fair enough. You want to make sure they prove it. I understand. It's not that you're not rooting against them, but you don't have any faith in that until they show you.
I just don't have faith that they're gonna put us in the position to be where we need to be at.
And that's the problem, because we look like the Minnesota game and this game. We look like a team that can contend not only for the division, but for the postgame game. But we don't know what we're gonna get week to week.
Right.
Because now consistency, like you said, is the focal word for the Falcons this year. It's consistency. We on to a bye week. We got to see how they look coming off the bye week. What level of rust they're going to be, and are they going to bring any type of continuity along with the dub after being off for a week? So it's hard to say right now, man. I can't even give you an answer legitimate.
Yeah, but you guys, y'all see the hat I got on, right? And I did that with purpose. And Zach Robinson has to realize the talent that he has on his team. And if he opens his offense up, there would not be a team in the league that can get on the field with us and stop us. You guys saw the throws today that were down the field 20 yards. And this is not just talking positive because Atlanta is my team, right? But you saw the plays that happened today. 10, 15, 20 yards down the field, and Penix was able to connect and make plays, get the ball down the field. We didn't just walk down the field. We got down in the red zone. We handled business in the red zone. We converted on important third downs. Zach Robinson has to realize the talent that he has on this field and utilize his players. He has to. I mean, now that Darnell Mooney, he may be out. I mean, he had a hamstring pull, injury, so he has to get Casey Washington involved. He got to bring Cordell Hodges, even David Seals, who's on this team. he has to get these guys what we call 7 receivers that we kept on the team this year. So he has
bring up great players.
Exactly. I mean, so he has to. Each one of these players, each one of these receivers can be a very vital player in the offense. Any one of these receivers can be stuck on any one of these routes and be one of those players that we don't have to always connect with Drake London. We don't always have to connect with Darnell Mooney. But now that Darnell Mooney is out, Zach Robinson has to realize, hey, I got 4 more receivers that I can bring in and still be able to perform like we're supposed to. Casey Washington, it's a chemistry strain between him and Penix. I see that. It's not the fact that Casey can't get open or he's dropping passes. It's a chemistry strain between them two. The more they play together, it's going to be like him and Drake London or him and Pitts. If the more that they play together, that chemistry between them two, it's going to be very evident. And Zach Robinson has to realize that this future right here rides on Zach Robinson's play calling and utilizing his players.
And I agree. Just to piggyback on you for one quick moment, and one thing about Zach Robinson as well, he can't make the Bijan offense. Bijan is just part of the offense. But like you said, if he spread the football out evenly with the balanced attack that he showed this week, I like our chances going into the postseason.
Right.
Yeah.
We understand he's got an ego. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I think him being on the field reminds him that Tyler is on the field. Like Tyler can stand right next to him. Hey, buddy, and just bump him. Give him a little bump. Hey, don't forget about me on your home, buddy. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because he damn sure didn't forget about him today. I'm telling you, stay your behind on the field. So you know what's going on, when it's going on, and when he said about, I think Larry said he want to see him interacting more with Penix. It's just his first time down on the field. I think it'll get better with the chemistry of him being down on the field the more he's down on the field. So, like I said, at the end of this show, when we do end it off, we need to find a way and win a game that we are not supposed to win, and that's Buffalo. Go out there and tear Buffalo apart and put the league on notice, even with a 30-0 loss to the Carolina Panthers. This is the NFL. It happened.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It happened.
Yeah.
It happened to Carolina.
And just think about it. When you speak on bad things happening to teams or whatnot, again, we thought Green Bay was going to be the team to beat coming out the way that they came out. And then they got jumped last week.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's the NFL, man. This NFL is a tough league. Very tough.
And the difference between the NFL with college, because a lot of people don't, NFL, you can lose a game. It's fine. College, you really can't lose much because, again, too many teams out there. At least in the NFL, you got 32 teams. Whoever has the best records during that time, that sets up that hierarchy for that for the playoffs. My thing is, I would love to have a home game, but at this point, it's about just trying to have a winning record to get into the playoffs. Because I hate to say it, now things can change during the season, but right now, Tampa's the best team in the division. I hate to say that, but it's the truth. Until we actually can handle business consistently, hey, we right behind them. They're the best team in the division right now. I'm saying right now, that can change this season. The injury here, not wishing that on nobody, but we all know how that changes. Injuries, pretty much you might lose a game and go on a losing spell because things start, the chemistry is not going right. It's so many things that can happen. So that's why I said it's a long season. We hated losing like we did last week, but guess what? We still have 13 more games to go. We're at 500 right now. I still got us winning 11 games this year. Yeah, I know it sounds crazy, but it's okay. Some of us got to be a little bit crazy.
Hey, it's possible.
To enjoy. Look, some of us got to be crazy to be Falcon fans because look, we've been Falcon fans. I've been for over 30 years of my life. And guess what? I ain't changing. And I know none of y'all boys on this set's changing either.
Right.
So at the end of the day, it's what it is. It's a beautiful, how can they say it? It's a beautiful pain. That's what I call it. It's beautiful pain.
And you know some little relationships you see where a couple, you see them growing up, right? They boyfriend and girlfriend, they always arguing. They go to high school together, they always arguing. They go to college together, they always arguing. They get married, they always arguing. And next thing you know, they're doing a 50-year wedding anniversary. So I mean, that's what I feel like I am with the Falcons. You know, it's one of those things. But I mean, you gotta love it, right?
What was the skit on?
Hey, look, didn't we wait all season long to get the football season?
Hey, man.
Hey, look, you gotta love it.
I've been waiting since 1978. So I mean, I've been a fan a long time. They owe me.
Hey fellas, what was the skit on that Living Color back in the day where you had the married couple that was trying to mess each other up all the time, and every time they kids walk in the room, mom and dad, you just and we're still together. Yeah, they were trying to beat each other up, arguing, fuss, and then the kid walk in and it fell down. We still together. That's pretty much the relationship with the Falcons. We still with them. We argue, fuss, cuss, but we still with them. But speaking of that, man, I want to thank you guys for tuning in to the Partyline today. Had a lot of great insight. We're going to have bumper to bumper this week as usual, but we're also going to have a show this week where we talk about since it's a bye week, we're going to do it this way. We're going to have fans involved in the show this week. So Fandemic, if you want to come on and stream this week, you can.
Be happy to, bro.
Yeah, so it's Thursday at 8 p.m. We're going to have folks rotating in and out because it's a bye week this week. So people can actually get in and we could just really just talk, enjoy the win and just talk about what we need to fix. But right now, we got to enjoy this win. So
almost certainly.
Got to.
So Red, tell the folks where they can find you. Fandemic, you gonna tell the folks where they can find you. Will, if you got a page or a show or anything, you can let the folks know. Nick, I know you say you just pretty much just chilling around.
That's me. I'm chilling.
Yes, sir. Hey, we appreciate you, Nick.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you. Red, please tell the folks where they can find you at, my brother.
What's up, everybody? Red Rose, Facebook, Monday through Friday, 24/7. Saturday mornings, Red and Real Sports Show, 10:30 or 11 a.m. after the football season. That's when we get started. YouTube, Facebook. Y'all check me out. Nice chatting with y'all today.
Appreciate you, Red. We'll catch you then because I know you're gonna be off the chain on John's show tonight.
Oh yeah. If I'm up late enough, they be up late. I'm an old cat. I got to get my drink on and nod a little bit. But I appreciate y'all having me on, man. Y'all can find me right now on basically YouTube and Facebook. I got to redo my Instagram page. It got taken down for some reason. I don't care. I'll redo it, rename it, and put it back up. TikTok. I'll be here soon on Spotify. It won't be no visual thing going on Spotify. It just be a word, me talking. And I also have a couple of other shows that's coming up dealing with me and my wife. Those are, I mean, it's in the works, but y'all have to be patient with me, man. I work a full-time job and I run a business too. So, and I'm trying to do podcasts and content. So it's a lot of work, and I didn't realize it was this much work to even just do content. So, but primarily, guys, you can find me on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter.
No, we got you covered on that, my guy. A lot of us work full-time jobs too, so we definitely understand.
Oh yeah.
So we definitely
appreciate y'all having me on, man.
We'll catch you on Thursday. Will, tell the good people where they can find you at, my guy, because you talk football all the time with me, so I got to make sure we put you out there.
Yeah, I'm new to this, man. As of now, I've been enjoying tuning in to your show. And I'll continue to chime in, man. I'll continue to tune in. But I really appreciate you having me on today, man. Enjoy y'all's win. Oh yeah, enjoy y'all's win today, fellas. Rise up.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Good to see you, my guy. Man.
Yeah. So now that was another amazing episode of the Partyline this week. I definitely enjoyed it. You know, most folks now at this point, now they show up when we win, but boy, when we lose, they ain't nowhere to be found.
MIA,
it's just the energy, what it is, man. And I understand some people they got to take a moment or two to themselves or whatnot. But after what we dealt with last night, we needed this win. I couldn't deal with being 0-2 this weekend. I told you, I have a nervous breakdown if that would have happened, probably.
You know how it feels to go to sleep mad?
Yes.
You can't sleep.
My chest was tight, my head was hurting, and jaw was locked like a damn pit bull. Yeah, I know. But definitely appreciate y'all boys for tapping into it today or whatnot. Please enjoy the rest of y'all day before we go back and do this crazy thing we call life and going back to work.
Back
to reality.
I gotta face the Bama fans, but at least they salvaged my weekend and got me a 50-50, so we'll take it.
Hey, look, and see, this is the bad part. One of the Bama fans that I deal with or whatever is a Commanders fan, so we 1-1. So I get to enjoy that at least. But he's still finna mess with me about it. He said, I wanted the Alabama win more than I wanted the Washington win. I said, you full of it. Because at the end of the day, if you had the opportunity to rub in being 2-0 versus me this weekend, you would have definitely did that.
I'm about to hit up, but road when I get to work tomorrow. All I do.
See, that's the joys of me working. That's the joys of me working away from Alabama fans. I ain't got to deal with them.
I got a bunch of them at my job. Lord.
I'm about to
I'm praying for you at this point, my boy. But at least you can sleep easy knowing that the Falcons won a need win.
That helped this ride back on I-20, man. I used to be somber, depressed, but I'm feeling a little bit better.
I went, look, it was my mom called to check up on me last night because she knew I was pissed.
Man, I was
yes,
heated.
sir. All right,
heated.
My mom had to hit me. My mom hit me up. I ain't even pick up the phone. She knew. I kind of had to take a little time to decompress, but I'm all right though. But great bid. Definitely appreciate you coming through as usual, my guy. And shout out to the magnificent BirdCage crew, Coach Brant, Turbo this morning for jumping on to the pregame meal show. Scoop always bringing the facts. Meltdown, we definitely miss you. We definitely can't wait to have you back soon. And Coach Cam, he out there doing this thing out there in Arizona, coaching them high school kids. Keep it up. So we definitely appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We're going to catch you guys on Thursday at 8 p.m. But also catch the bumper to bumper this week. We got you covered. It's the BirdCage. You either get right or you get left. We'll catch you then. Ghosts.